Okay, I'm here in Philippines Airport, Terminal 2, gonna head from Manila to General Santos. Just coming back from a trip to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, the city, and then Singapore, and then back to Manila. That's three Asian countries, and they're different. They have their strengths that are a little different than each other. And my take on all three is that, you know, I like the vibes in the Philippines the best. I know a lot of people don't, but I just like it here. I like it in the Philippines. I feel better here. But Malaysia seems to have significant infrastructure benefits. I'm not sure why. There's so many tall buildings and condos, and the main roads are terrific. They're good. They're high speed. There's a lot of people working. Just very, very effective society in Kuala Lumpur, and that's probably 2.5 million people. North and I went south of that too, into parts of the southern Malaysia there, southern of Kuala Lumpur. So I've seen and spent time down there as well. And it just seems, from Kuala Lumpur and out to an hour south, it just seems very, very well structured. Just good buildings and good roads, and more of a high-speed society. And then, Philippines is different than that. It's kind of not that way, and so that's a difference. And then Singapore was terrific all around. People say it's clean. To me, it's small enough I could manage the whole place. Went all over the Singapore. Really enjoyed Singapore. I would go back to Singapore because I know the train system now. I got a train pass for 4 days, and it saved me a lot of money from Grab. And just went here, there, and everywhere. They have terrific features at the airport, probably some of the best in the world. They have an indoor waterfall. It's like 4 stories tall. It's just hard to totally describe. I have videos on it, but Singapore, I definitely go back there. And if I was working, and I'm retired, if I was working, I could work in Singapore. That's one place I could work. Now, I still like the Philippine people vibe better than the other, Malaysia and Singapore. I just like it better here. It's less Asian in the Philippines, if you know what I mean. The dialect is not as twangy as Malaysia and Singapore. And then, I just feel more comfortable here. There's more people outside in the Philippines, more people. I just feel alive here. When I go to Singapore or Malaysia, I just feel like I'm back somewhat in America, isolated, and in a routine. For lack of better words, just stuck in a routine and not much direct interaction with people. Because like in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, nobody's out at night, it seems. Nobody's out during the work week. The weekends are packed. Chinatown was packed. That's different. But we just noticed that, in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, there just isn't a lot of people out. They're busy, they're working, they're back in their condo, whatever, because there's so many condos in Kuala Lumpur, It's just the land of tall buildings. In fact, I think it has the second highest building in the world, and also like a rotating restaurant real high, like in a needle type building, and just massive buildings. And when you get up in the sky and look down, you can see terrific colors in the buildings. It's beautiful, has great views in Kuala Lumpur. Very hard to get around Kuala Lumpur. It takes, you could see a building you want to go to, but it could take you 30 minutes to get there. I mean, see it close, and you got to go around here, around there, around there. So travel was not easy in Kuala Lumpur. I prefer smaller cities like General Santos that may be 700,000 people roughly all around versus 2.5 million. I feel like I can get my handle on it a little better. It's not as quick, not as fast paced. And and like with General Santos, there's country. You just go up north a little bit and you're in land everywhere. It's just and mountains. So but if I had to pick between the three, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, or Philippines, I'd still live in the Philippines. That's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to share what I thought about those three Asian countries and the differences that impacted me. Hope it helps. Thanks for watching.